What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. As you saw from the thumbnail, today we're going to be doing a classic brown eye look. And today we started this look out with the Urban Decay eyeshadow potion in the shade Eden. And I'm just using a concealer brush to blend that out on my eyelid. Then I go in with the Morphe Make and Bank palette and I use the shade Stacks to create this outer C shape on the outer portion of my eye. And I am using a small brush just to be very precise with this. And then I do go in and blend the edges out just so it's easier to diffuse into the next shade, which is going to be Cash or Card. And I used that on a slightly bigger brush just to blend those edges out. And you will see me switch back and forth between the few brushes that I use just to make sure that that transition is as smooth as possible. I then, with a fluffier brush, dip into the shade Check Please. And I just use that and the other brushes, kind of still creating that, you know, gradual gradient. And just going in with that shade and bringing it across my eyelid and into my inner corner and then up into my brow bone. I also use that fluffier brush to diffuse it more. Took a little bit more of that Stack shade, just packing it on and bringing that punch of the color back in. And then, you know, just building everything back up and reinforcing the color for everything. I then go back in with the shade Cash or Card to fill in that middle portion of my eye. And in the very inner corner of my eye, I use the shade Deposits. And as you can see, I'm just using a flat brush to kind of stamp that in. The other eye's done. Now we're going in with the NARS Soft Matte Concealer in the shade Custard. And we're just going to use that to cover up any areas that I don't want to show through my foundation. And I don't blend these out. I then go in with the NARS Soft Matte Foundation. And this is in the shade Valencia. Using my fingers, just putting that all over. And of course, using my beauty blender from Real Techniques to blend all of that out. I'm looking real crazy right now for sure. I'm going in with the Juvia's Place foundation stick in the shade Namibia. Hopefully I'm saying that right, I'm not sure. I'm also using the Real Techniques filtered cheek brush. And I like the way that this kind of blends everything out for my contour. It does give a nice even blend. It's more of like a stippling brush. If you have something kind of similar to that, it will work similarly to this. But as you can see, it gives a nice diffused look, but it's not too harsh. I don't know, I've been thinking about switching back to all brushes, so maybe the next upload I do will just use all brushes on the face and no beauty blender. We'll see how that works out. Now we're going in with the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Medium Tan Sand. And I use this under the eyes, Cupid's bow, nose, forehead, under the cheeks, and on my chin. And with the Real Techniques setting brush, I am blending that out. This is one step I never skip. I always use this brush. I have multiple of them, like maybe 5 or 6, I don't know. But as you can see, it just blends out effortlessly. It also applies powder really well. And I like to blend the concealer under my eyes out last, just because I feel like it does give it a more full coverage look. And now we're going in with the Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. And I'm just using that lightly. I lightly set under my eyes. As you see, I didn't bake there, just on the sides of my nose and then also on my cheeks. Next, I go in with the Fenty Beauty Sunstalker in the shade Caramel Cutie, just to bronze my face a little. And next we're using the Kylie Cosmetics blush in the shade Baddie on the Block. And then I just use another brush to kind of diffuse everything, blend everything together, and knock off that powder. And I just used a fluffier brush for my cheeks there. And a little bit that was left on my nose. Now we're going to use some setting spray. This is the LA Girl HD setting spray. Nothing too fancy, and a beauty blender just to tap all of that in. Last, we're going in with the Kylie Cosmetics highlighter in the shade Queen Drip. Now we're going to get into lips, and for this I use the Kylie Cosmetics lip liner in the shade Coconut to line my lips. This is my favorite shade out of all of their shades, and they don't make a lip, like an actual lipstick, which is fine with me because I really only like her lip liner. But this is always out of stock, so. And then I'm going in with the ColourPop Lippy Pencil, and this is in the shade BFF. And then I just had an Ulta Beauty sparkly clear lip gloss that I put on top of this to finish off the lips, which makes this the final step in this makeup tutorial. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. See you next time.